Buenas tardes, a nombre de Pronabec les damos la bienvenida a esta edición de la Feria Universitaria Beca Generación del Bicentenario. Les informamos que las preguntas que surjan durante la exposición serán recopiladas por nuestro equipo técnico y se las alcanzaremos a nuestros expositores en los minutos finales. En esta oportunidad nos complace anunciar la presentación de Southampton University y nos acompaña su representante, la señorita Cecilia Valdenea, a quien damos la bienvenida. Y, por favor, recuerden que tomando en cuenta que es una universidad de habla inglesa, la exposición será en ese idioma. Good afternoon, Cecilia. Welcome to our fair. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation.
Hi, thank you very much for having me, and thank you very much for everybody who's coming to see our presentation today. I hope you find the information useful, and I'll leave some time at the end towards any questions you might have. So should I share my screen now?
Yes, please go ahead. Full screen, please.
Let's see. Can everybody see this? Yes.
Yes.
Excellent. So, thank you very much for the invitation. As Linnea mentioned, my name is Cecilia, and I actually studied at Southampton. I did a master's degree 4 years ago. So if you have any questions about the application process, funding opportunities, I'm here to help you. So I'd like to start my presentation by asking yourselves, what would you consider the UK as a destination for your postgraduate studies? So the University of Southampton is one of the 200 universities in the UK. Among these universities, we offer more than 50,000 courses. So we offer very specific programs that can get to your specialty that you want to achieve. Quality of the education is very highly ranked, especially among international universities. Satisfaction rate is also very high, especially among international students. The UK is known because of its tradition and innovation as well in many different areas. It's also a very interesting place to study because you'll be sharing a classroom not just with British students, but you would also be sharing a classroom with students from all over the world. In my experience, in a classroom of 120 lecture room, there was only 4 British students. All the other ones were from different parts of the world. So that makes it a very enriching experience. Plus, you will get the chance to get some working experience in a different kind of English, maybe than the one we're used to. So this, among other factors, make the UK a very interesting destination for higher education. The UK university system is a bit different. So undergraduate programs can vary from 3 to 5 years. Some of them already have a master's integrated. So you can graduate 4 years with a master's already. All of our master's degree are 1 year long for our international students. We also have PhD programs that vary from 3 to 4 years. And some of our programs include the element of studying abroad or doing part of your research abroad. So imagine that you have over 50,000 courses, more than 200 universities. How can you choose from them? So it's very important that you look at the institutional quality of the university. But most importantly is that you look at the course that you want to study and its rankings. Maybe Leeds and Newcastle and Birmingham offer a very similar course on digital marketing, but it might be that Birmingham has a special laboratory that none of the other universities do. So nowadays it's very interesting because you can look at all this information online. You can look at the different programs, all the courses that are taught. You can look at each topic that is discussed in each class. Who's the teaching staff? Have they done research? Most of the time you can look at their experience, the kind of publications that they've done. So it's very interesting because you can look at all this information nowadays on the university's websites. Especially, I think, most importantly, you should look into the course content. Which modules are you going to be taking? Which modules are you going to be taking mandatory, which are optional, if does that align to what you want to do in your career. Also, I think it's important to look at the location and size of the city and the university. So you might want to experience the big city experience, such as London, or you might want to experience more of culture in a smaller city. So it's very important that you look at, is it easy to travel to and from that city? Is it a big city? Is it a small city? What kind of activities you could be doing when you're not studying? And all this information, as I mentioned before, you can find that at the university's websites. Some of the universities even have tours already on YouTube of the universities in the city. So that's something that I think would recommend when making a decision. Also, if you're from a Latin American country, you might be influenced by the weather. So the further south you go in the UK, the warmer the weather is. The further up you go, it might be a little bit colder. So those kind of things, I think it's very important to make an informed decision. So something that I really appreciated about the UK and higher education is that it's not just about studying. They're looking for a holistic education. So there's plenty of opportunities for you to engage in social activities and make friends with similar interests from another background. So we have many different clubs and societies for you to either try to learn a new sport or maybe engage in some volunteering or leadership opportunities. You're also assigned an academic tutor at the beginning of the year. So this academic tutor will guide you through any kind of questions you might have during your studies. We also have orientation and freshers week. So that means that this first week of classes, you're introduced to university. You don't actually have classes, but it's more like an introduction to what kind of activities you could be doing, a tour around the campus, libraries. You also get the opportunity to meet your professors, your academics, and ask them questions in advance before starting your classes. And well, as we know, studying and living abroad away from your family, maybe in a new country with a different language might be difficult. So we have a Welfare and Student Support Service Center that can help you with any questions you might have, maybe you're still struggling to settle in. We have a group of experts that can help you with any kind of problems that you might have. So application requirements, if you're looking to study a master's degree, would ask you for at least an 8.0, or depending on what kind of degree you studied before. University diploma, your transcripts. We would also ask you for 1 or 2 letters of recommendation, a personal statement, which is like a motivation essay about why you want to study this program, what are you hoping to achieve from this. And we would also require an English test, either an IELTS. We usually accept like 6.5. There are certain programs like medicine and law that would require a higher pointage. But normally we would require a 6.5 in IELTS or TOEFL IBT of 92 points. If you're thinking about applying for a PhD, we would ask the same requirements, but we would also require a research outline, which is kind of a summary of what you want to do in your project. Would you want to do research on the next 3 to 4 years? So research proposal, letters of recommendation, a personal statement, English tests, and official transcripts and university diploma. And these needs to be translated to English by a certified translator. So for those of you who haven't written a personal statement before, this is your opportunity to introduce yourself to the admissions committee, since you do not have to take an admissions test or an interview. It needs to show that you're passionate about what you want to study, that you understand the area, that you're passionate about it, that you understand what the demands of this program are. How is this a good fit for you? How are you a good fit for the program? It needs to have a good structure. It needs to be easy to read. You need to show that you can write with good, proper grammar and punctuation. And how is this going to help you with your career once you graduate? What are you planning to do? Are you planning to work at in the industry or a certain company? So basically, this is the opportunity to shine outshine yourself and introduce yourself to the admissions committee. So now the interesting part: the tuition fees cost between £17,000 to £24,000 per year. We estimate living expenses around £9,000. If you're living outside London, inside London, around a little bit above 11,000. Luckily, we have many different scholarships within the university. So we have the international merit scholarships, and depending on the program that you want to study, we have special scholarships as well, depending on the faculty. And we also have an agreement with Pronabec, and we have received as well students from Chevening. Chevening, for those of you who haven't heard about it, is a British government fully funded scholarship. And well, we're there to help you if you have any questions, either with Pronabec or any kind of other funding opportunities. So I would like to mention as well that there's a lot of support for international students besides your academic tutor. There's also an English language support center. So let's say if you're not so sure about your, let's say, academic writing, if you haven't written that many 4,000 word essays and you're still struggling with this, we have a team of experts that can help you improve these skills. Let's say you are still struggling to make presentations. We have a group of colleagues that can help you improve these skills. And I think it's an excellent opportunity. And it's absolutely for free. We also guarantee accommodation for all of our international students. We also have a visa guidance team, a career destination center that we'll mention later in the presentation, and we offer the meet and greet service. So the meet and greet service is once you apply to university, you get accepted, you get your visa, you get to the UK, and then what? So we have a group of staff members and students from the university that come and pick you up at the airport and bring you to your accommodation for absolutely no costs. So this is our way to welcome you. So I think this is a very nice touch in a way that we show our support for international students. So I'll talk to you a little bit about the University of Southampton and our programs. There's my email address. If you have any questions, you can email me. We can arrange a one-to-one session. So the University of Southampton was founded in 1862 as the Hartley Institute. We're very proud to say that we're 77 in the world, according to the QS rankings for this year. We're also in the 14th place in the UK for the best universities. We're a very proud founding member of the Russell Group. For those of you who haven't heard about the Russell Group, it's kind of the Ivy League version of British universities. We also are in the top 3 in the world for spin-out companies. That means that the University of Southampton has a startup accelerator. So if you have an idea that you would like to develop into a business, or an idea of a product or an app, we have a group of experts in many different areas that can help you develop that into an actual business. So we're very proud to say that we are one of the top 3 universities in the world that have this. Also, I'd like to mention, we're very proud to say this, that we're in the top in the UK for engineering. So all of our engineering programs are in the top 10 in the UK. We have some of them ranked as the best, some of them the top 3, top 5. So if you have any questions about specific engineering program, I'm happy to help. Also, I would like to mention that our university is known because of the kind of research that we produce. So it's internationally recognized. And we were awarded with the Silver Award in the Teaching Excellence Framework. So Southampton in numbers, we have around 26,000 students coming over here, from which 7,000 are international students. I would dare to say that around 300 of them come from Latin America. We have 7 different campuses. I will talk to them about them in a little bit. In a little while. We covered lots of different areas. We covered arts and humanities, social sciences, environmental life sciences, medicine, engineering, and physical sciences. As I mentioned, it's important to look at the institutional quality, but most importantly, it's necessary to look at the rankings for each topic. So Southampton has some engineering programs as the first, as the best program in the UK. We also have music ranked as the best program. We have education as the second best. We've got mechanical engineering, computer science. As you can see on the screen, we've got lots of different programs that are highly, highly ranked. So if you have specific questions about rankings in a specific program, I'm happy to help. So 96% of our graduates find employment after 6 months of graduation. I mentioned before that we have a career service that has won awards because the kind of service that we provide. Southampton has links with over 300 companies and organizations from private industry, the government, other universities. So we have links with companies such as Rolls-Royce, Airbus, Microsoft, Ford, GE, Shell, among others. And some of our students decide to do part of their research within these companies, and they even get employed by some of them towards the end of their studies. So these are just some of our pictures of our facilities. We've got some of the engineering labs, the Institute of Sound and Vibration and Research. I mentioned that we've got 7 different campuses. We have one in Malaysia. We've got our Winchester School of Art that's based in Winchester, about 20 minutes from Southampton. That's home to all of our art and design programs. We have a teaching hospital. We also have the National Oceanography Center that's based by the sea, where we do research about the environment, maritime biology, oceanography. We have Boulderwood, which is the engineering campus. We have Avenue, which is art humanities, and lastly Highfield, which is the main campus. So Highfield has pretty much everything that you might need. We have a student union, we have bars, cafes, a doctor on campus, a swimming pool, an art gallery, squash court, climbing wall, theater. We have even a cinema, a couple of bars and cafes, and a pub inside our campus. So everything you might need, it's right there. So these are just some of our pictures of our lovely different campus. On the top left, we've got our library. We've got our life science building on the right. And then the ship that we use to do research at the National Oceanography Center. We've got our teaching hospital on the top right, and then our engineering campus on the left, Avenue, and then lovely parks that our students really enjoy during the summer. I mentioned before that we've got over 300 clubs and societies. These are just some of them. If you're looking to get involved in a new sport, or maybe a new religion, or maybe volunteer, maybe something about cultural society, maybe that you're really into Japanese society, or that you want to learn something about Indian society. So we cover pretty much all the sports that you can think of. We even have a Quidditch, the Harry Potter Society. So yeah, we've covered lots of different areas, and I'm sure that you'll find at least one of them. Maybe that you're more interested in doing some volunteering. I myself joined the Nature and Conservation Society. So I was really into cleaning ponds and planting trees. So again, there's an option for everyone. I mentioned before that we guarantee accommodation for all international students. So the prices vary depending on if it has a bathroom or a shared bathroom, if you go for the cater option that has food delivered to you every day, or that you want to cook yourself, which I think it's the healthiest thing. But yeah, the prices vary depending on all of these. You get a bus pass already included, and all of the different residences have a bus link directly from the campus to the residence and vice versa, absolutely for free. That's already included. So these are just some of the residences that we offer in Mayflower, right in the city center. City Gateway, Wessex Line, they're all really close to Highfield, the main campus. And this is how they look on the inside. You would get your own sink with your faucet if you want to have your own bathroom, and then just share the kitchen. You also get a desk. I would like to mention, before I move on to a brief presentation about the city of Southampton, our Career Destination Center, it's an amazing opportunity right now. You might know that there's an opportunity for the international students to stay in the UK for 2 years after they graduate with a full-time working visa. So I think if you combine your full-time working visa with the service that we offer, basically we help you allocate job opportunities, internship opportunities. So we offer you some help into kind of get into these organizations and these industries that we have agreements with. So we help you prepare your CV, do mock interviews, we do coaching and mentoring schemes. So we have lots of different options for you to improve your skills, write cover letters. I think this is a very good tool that you should benefit from. So lastly, I will discuss a little bit about the city of Southampton. So Southampton has been ranked as one of the most affordable student cities in England. We're the cruise ship capital of Europe. We're just over an hour and 20 minutes from London by train. We have a population of around 250,000 people. So it's a small city, but it has pretty much everything that you might need as a student. I mentioned we're just an hour and 20 minutes from London, but we've got Manchester about 4 hours away. We've got Wales. We've got lots of different cities really close to Southampton as well. We've got Oxford, Brighton, Reading, Bristol, Cardiff, Exeter, Bournemouth, Bath, lots of different cities to visit really close to Southampton. We also have a small airport that has direct links to many different places in Europe. And these are just some lovely pictures of our city. We've got lots of theater, art festivals, concerts. We've got really nice cafes. We've got Stonehenge about 40 minutes from our campus. We've got London in an hour and 20 minutes. We've got the New Forest, which is this lovely national park. We've got lots of sailing clubs if you want to try a new sport. We've got the St. Mary's Stadium if you're into football. And concerts. We've got the Southampton Saints, we're very proud of them. There's at least one Southampton graduate in each Formula One. So Formula One is very big for us as well. In Taekwondo, we've got a very big fashion mall, shopping mall with lots of restaurants. And those are just some of our lovely activities to do around our city. We've got the New Forest National Park. We've got Bournemouth. We've got Winchester, where our School of Art is, all surrounding Southampton. So if you have any questions, I would be more than happy to answer them for you. And thank you very much for listening to me in my presentation. I don't know, Lilian, if does anybody have any questions? Oh, I have a question here in the chat about if we offer a master's on mechanical engineering.
Yeah, you already answered that.
Yeah, we do offer mechanical engineering. There is an application fee. I forgot to mention this. There's an application fee of £50, except if you're applying for a achieving scholarship. If you're applying for achieving scholarship, there's a fee waiver for that. So you just let me know, and I can help you with the admissions office.
Excellent. Cecilia, what are the minimum academic and language requirements for the master's?
So for most of the programs, we would require a 6.5 on the IELTS or 92 points for the TOEFL IBT. There are some programs in like law and medicine that we required a higher degree, around 7 on the IELTS and 97 on the TOEFL IBT, but a very few programs. So most of them 6.5. And I can't quite remember, is Peru grading system 0 under 10?
To 20, to 20.
20, okay.
Yes.
So I believe 13 is the minimum.
The minimum. Yes.
The minimum required. And yeah, those are the two academic requirements.
Great. Do you have a master on engineering, geology, or geotechnical engineering, or mining engineering? Well, as you know, Peruvian people is very interested in engineering masters.
So we offer lots of different engineering programs, but we offer a geology program, but it's not geology and engineering. So again, if you send me an email, I can send you all the list of the programs that we offer in those two areas.
Sure. Finally, how long does the master degree last?
So you've got classes over 9 months. So you start your classes around September, and then you've got four modules the first semester, 4 modules the second semester, and then you finish classes around May, and you've got 3 months over the summer to write your dissertation or to work on your project. So in total, it's 12 months. You start in September, and you would submit your dissertation the following September.
Great. Well, Cecilia, thank you so much for your participation, and we really appreciate all your speech. We look forward to see you in the next fair. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me, and we'll look forward to hearing from you at the University of Southampton. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.